Welcome to Martini Time. We're starting a new season now, the day after Christmas. And I'm back to cheap gin and my frog. So we shall let the frog dive into my unconscious and come up with a golden ball of insight. And the title of tonight's talk is The Hoody and the Hag. Now, let's see if you can figure that one out. So, the hoodie. Now, I have been wearing for years this old hoodie. See how ragged it is? It's just coming apart. It's got, it looks like I've been chewed up by a pit bull. You know, it's got paint on it. It's got the sleeves coming apart. And I wear this, and I loved it because it was so comfortable. Comfortable hoodie, you see. And so today, because we ran out of money before Christmas, my wife bought me her Christmas present today, which was a new hoodie. And I went willingly. I went to Penny's willingly. Yes. Let's get a new hoodie. I'll throw my hoodie. I'll throw the other one in the trash. I'm done with it. So we picked out a new hoodie, and it feels good. It's larger too, so it hides my belly. You see, the other one was a little tight. So there's the hoodie. Now, what's the hag? Well, one Christmas present my wife made me, which was before Christmas, was that she took my favorite Gestalt image, the old hag and the princess. I'll post it on my web with this talk so you can see it. If you've been following me, you will have seen the old hag and the princess. But anyway, there might be some new people here. So there's the old hag, right? And there's a princess behind it. And if you look at the old hag, the princess will appear. Then if you look at the princess, stare at it, the old hag will appear. Then if you stare at the old hag, you can't hold it. You can't hold the old hag. The princess will appear. And you'll notice that this oscillation happens about every 3 or 4 seconds. It's very interesting. So who am I? The old hoodie or the new hoodie? Who am I? Who are you? The old hoodie, the comfortable hoodie, the one that hides you from the world, that protects you. You're familiar. Your Peanuts blanket, you see, that's your old hoodie. And what is your new hoodie? What is the princess? The one that comes out and engages in the world creatively, joyfully, a joyful engagement with the world. That's what we all want. You know, a joyful engagement. Or we also want the hoodie. To be protected, to have our heart protected. We don't like being vulnerable. We don't want to be exposed. Why? People will see the old hag. If you're exposed, if you reveal yourself, if you come out, you fear that people will see your true self, which is the old hag, you see. So we all have this old hag inside of us, and we all present the princess. But we oscillate. Wherever we go presenting the princess, the old hag is there. Other people may see it. We can't see it. I'm a princess. You're an old hag. Or if we switch and try to be the old hag and retreat and hide away in the monastery, you see, we can't hold that either. We can't be one or the other because they are the same. It's ambiguous. That's what ambiguity means. It means the two that is one. The two is the old hag and the princess. That's two. Each one stands alone. Each one is a unique individual picture, but they are ambiguous. They're mutually dependent because if you change one, you change the other. So if you change the princess, you change the hag. So if you change the hag, you change the princess. They are one, but they appear as two. and they appear as the world because we project our duality, old hag, princess, outside, so the world comes at us, either as an old hag or a princess. The world comes at us either as somebody that's against us or something that's for us. If it's for us, oh, you're a princess. If it's against us and defeats us and disappoints us, oh, you're an old hag, you see. So we project the ambiguity out and play against the world. We play the old hag and the princess in the world, but it's really coming from us, you see. It's in here. And we're projecting it out and then playing in the duality of it. Blaming the world for being a hag, thanking Jesus when it's a princess. Oh, thank you, Jesus, the light is green. You see how it goes? This is common experience. This is common experience. But we don't really have a map to understand it because our world play, projected out there by our culture, comes in the form of a princess and a hag. The world is a play of opposites, of good and evil, the princess and the hag. And we fight and join groups to fight for the princess and defeat the hag. If you're Republican, the hag is liberalism. If you're a liberal, the hag is Republicans. You see. And it's all a projection. It's all because we don't contain or rest in the ambiguity. Now, this is what I love about this, you see. This is I call it the magic tile. It's a coaster. See, you can put your drink on it. So now the ambiguity is contained in this coaster. And now I can use it. The ambiguity is contained in this coaster, and now I can use it for whatever I want, you see. So contained ambiguity becomes creative. It's art. Art is contained ambiguity. Poetry, music, movies, it's all contained ambiguity. And by contained ambiguity, instead of the energy between the old woman and the hag and the princess getting exhausted by trying to be one or the other, yang, 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 yang. Instead of being exhausted, it is contained like a battery. Now, a battery is contained ambiguity, positive, negative. It's contained. Plug it in, turn your lights on. There's energy in there. There's energy in there. And there's energy in you when you discover, when you come upon the ambiguity within you, the princess and the hag, you see. Confused. But the point is we exhaust ourselves trying to be one and not the other. And you're both. We're both. We are the ambiguous animal. We are the ambiguous mind. Our mind has a fundamental ambiguity. Consciousness has a fit. It's called a wound that will not heal, the original sin, whatever you want to call it. It's a nagging discontent. It's a nagging feeling something's missing. It's this nagging, quiet desperation Thoreau talked about. Anxiety. Missing. Something's always missing. That's because the ambiguity isn't contained. You're looking for something. We're looking for some containment. Peace. Peace on earth. That's contained ambiguity. Christmas is the ritual moment of the year when ambiguity is contained. Silent night. In silence, stillness, all the pictures of the snow and the sleigh and all the presents. Ambiguity is contained. Garden of Eden, promised land, perfection, contained ambiguity. When it's not contained, It's, oh, I need that. Oh, I got to get rid of that. Oh, it should have been better. Oh, it could have been worse. You see. One oscillating back and forth. Long. Old Hoody, new Hoody. Hag, princess, back and forth. Driving us crazy. So the real Christmas is the birth of the containment of ambiguity, when you realize in your heart of hearts, when you discover, like Alice in Wonderland, when you stumble upon the fact that you're ambiguous. You are both the princess and the hag. You are innocent/guilty. We're all guilty, but we're all innocent. We're all bad, but we're all good. We all have good intentions, but we do bad things. We're all pure/imperfect. So this is not, you see, the problem, our culture creates the solution as chasing the princess, getting rid of the hag. Restore America means restore the princess. Get rid of the hag, the immigrants, the liberals, get rid of them, you see. That's the whole way it's played out. But it doesn't work because you're both. We're both. I'm both. You see. And the discovery of that is the liberation from suffering that the Buddha is talking about. The discovery that you're ambiguous, that you're both good and bad, means that if you're bad, you're also good. If you're good, you're also bad. You can't split the pea. You can't divide the one. Although we play it out as two, but now it's a game. When you're the one, whatever you do is a game. It's play. You're a child at play in the world. And you're laughable. It's fun. It's martini time, you see. And a frog went down into a pond and brought this insight up here for you. Because you're the princess, and you dropped your golden ball in the pond, and now you're grieving because you lost your unity. And the frog brought it up and gave it to you, but only on the condition that you bring this ugly hag home for dinner and into your bedroom, that you marry this old hag. You see, that's the story of the princess and the frog. Anyway, thanks for dropping in and listening to this old hag. Maybe you'll discover the princess within. But remember, if you discover the princess, you also discover the hag, because they're one. Okay? Thank you.